Hello and welcome to my channel Computer Classes by Rachna. Today we'll be discussing few more functions related to MS Excel. We have already done in the previous videos the functions like count, count A, count if, count ifs, sum and average. If you want to know the details of these functions, you can watch my previous videos. And right now we will be discussing three functions. One is the min function, another is the max function, and the third one is the if function. So let's say this is the data which is given, which includes the columns like roll numbers, name, course, marks in 5 subjects which are Hindi, English, Maths, SST and General Science. So we have already calculated the total through a formula, average through a formula, total through function and average through function. And we have already calculated and counted the number of students through roll numbers, through names, etc. And we have calculated the total students of BCA course, total students of BBA course, the distinctions of the students, total distinctions in BCA, and we have calculated the total distinctions in BBA. So this you have seen in the previous video which I have made in the second sheet. So this is the sheet where we had completed all this total distinctions of BCA and BBA. So now after this we will be doing two more functions which are count the maximum marks and count the minimum marks. So we can create the name of the field here. So I can write down max underscore total marks. All right, and I can create name of another field which is min underscore total to find the minimum total marks. All right, and how to apply the formula and function? We always use equal to. So now we want to find out the maximum total value and the minimum total value for the marks. So we will do equal to, and I use the function max. So the moment I type MA, I can see the options and I will click on max. So I double click, it says we have to find the maximum from this range. So we will select this, and in this range I can go till the last value which is I2 to I11. So I2 to I11 is the range and it will find me the maximum marks. So I press enter. So the maximum marks which are there is 429. Can you see that? Now to see the minimum marks we will use the operation or the function min. So equal to mi, and I can see the options and I click on min. I double click, I select the total range, and that's it. So which is I2 to I11, I2 colon I11. I can add this manually also, and I can drag it from the above column also, and I press enter. So it is giving me the minimum marks which is 279 and the maximum marks which is 429. Now let's say I want to find out whether the person or the student has got distinction or not. So I can use a function if. So I can add one column here. So how to add a column? I click here, right click on the top, I click insert, and one column will be added. Just click and right click insert. Okay, again you want to see, I just clicked here, right clicked here, and then insert. If I press insert, there will be one more column which is added. Can you see? K and L, two columns added. Now since I just want one column, I'm deleting this. So right click again and delete. So if I click delete, the column will be deleted. This is how we can add or delete one column. So now here I'm adding a function and the name of the heading is distinction or not. So I'm writing a question mark, distinction or not. Okay, and I'm writing question mark. So this column I am adding whether the student got distinction or not. So if the student have got distinction or not, we can check if the average or the percentage is greater than equal to 75 or not. So if the percentage will be greater than equal to 75, we can display a message distinction. If it is not greater than equal to 75, we can display a message not distinction. Is it clear? So I will use equal to and I write down if. Now when I click if, it gives me the criteria. If logical test, comma value if true, comma value if false. So we give a logical test here. What is the logical test here? If this average, I select this column of average greater than equal to 75. This is my logical test. Comma, I have to write down the value if this value is greater than 75. So what should be the output? I'm writing that, or I'm typing that. It should give me the output as distinction. So if true, if the condition is true, if the result of the average, which is J2, is greater than equal to 75, it will give me the output distinction. Comma, value if false. If this condition is false, what should be the message? The message should be no distinction. Is it clear? I hope it is clear, and if you are understanding this, please like, subscribe and share. Like the video, subscribe my channel and share this video to all your friends whom you think will be benefited from this information. So if it is greater than equal to 75, we get distinction. If it is not, then we write no distinction and I press enter. So can you see we got distinction here because the result is greater than equal to 75. Now I drag it down to copy this function here. So where we have no distinction, it is showing me no distinction, and where we have distinction, which means greater than equal to 75, the condition true, then it is showing me distinction. So we already calculated earlier that total distinctions are 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. To see how we calculated these total distinctions and total distinctions in BCA and total distinctions in BBA, so for this you can have the previous videos checked. Okay, so we have completed the if function, we have completed the max function and minimum function. Thank you so much, and please do like and subscribe. Thank you.